a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Dog has caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Indianapolis Colts versus Jalen Hurts and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
On first down, Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz, fighting through pressure. He finds his man, complete. It's Walton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Wentz now on first down. It's caught. Smith. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A throw to the flat for Carter. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down. Draw play, Carter. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's Mecole Hardman. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 104 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And all the way down to the 5.
47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Here's Hines. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Wentz on third down. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Wentz now to throw. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Chase Young able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. This is Hines. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. The coach, he'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll drop that down to Carter underneath. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll take a trip east to check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, check on the Patriots. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Zach Wilson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll try the left side here with Love.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On the carry, it's Love. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
On second down now, it's Hines. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hines, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 44, Hurts. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. To throw, it's Wentz. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Here's Carter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Hurts. Flush to his right. Man open, that's Marcus Green. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Buying time. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll run with Carter. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On second down, it's Carter, and he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Oh, what a juke into space. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll keep it on the ground. Atkins. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Atkins, and he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One to get yourself in.
He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Indianapolis, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.